Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to another recording of Goodbye Deponia. Now, we've opened up a new path in our puzzle here on chapter 12 of chapter 13. I'm hoping today we can make some good progress. I doubt we can get all the way done with the game. But everything may just start falling into line, too. So let's just hop into it and see. Last episode we got Sergeant Bambi, who is Bozo's girlfriend, to show up at the house, and now everything has changed. We have Mama Bozo and Sergeant Bambi, and Grandpa Bozo is cooking, and there's some mother's milk, which I'm gonna grab. But let's start with talking to the mailman. Why not?
You weren't trying to climb in through the window, were ya?
What are you accusing me of? That I haven't got a leg to stand on?
I shouldn't have laughed at that. I'm sorry.
And here's a photo of Bozo's first spelling bee. He never had any luck with L and F, but nobody could touch him when it came to E.
Hello?
What's he wearing?
Oh, that's a little skirt he made himself from donkey floss.
Oh, that's nice.
He saved up for months. His breath was terrible.
Yoo-hoo! Deponia to Sergeant Bambi!
Oh, how sweet. Beefy fairy frill pajamas. Why does he look so embarrassed?
I have no idea. Actually, he was supposed to help me put fresh sheets on his bed. What a mess.
Huh, they're totally out of it.
Ah, good. Take the milk.
Hello, I am Bailiff Argus. Tremble before the deadly punctuality of the organon.
Oh, wonderful. You found my breast milk pump.
What?
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Can't you wait until dinner is ready?
But it smells so good.
You think so? It's just leftover roast dripping.
Oh, no, that would be a shame. Who knows if future generations will even still like roast drippings?
Let's talk to Grandpa Bozo.
Hey, Grandpa.
No rushing me. Dinner is done when it's done.
Okay, no new conversations really. We'll put the milk with the gravy.
Mama Bozo could really have labeled this.
Doesn't seem to work. Okay. Let's go to Bozo's bed. Gravy.
Hey, Bozo! Say, egg? Come on, open up. Here comes the high boat.
Don't wanna.
Mother's milk.
Right. I was waiting for that. At some point, even I draw the line, and that is right here.
That's where he draws the line. Okay. Piggy bank. If we could break the piggy bank,
Yeah,
we could
yeah.
potentially
It's all
get
right,
money.
you old grouch.
So we have gravy and we have mother's milk, and they don't work
Yeah.
together.
Mama Bozo could really have labeled this. Mama Bozo's breast milk. Who could have guessed? Yum. That looks tasty. An outstanding consistency. And the way it looks. Even without the use of mealworms.
So what if we gave the mother's milk to Left Rufus, and then we went to Left Rufus and gave the mother's milk to the monkey?
Not necessary. His hair is growing just fine.
To the
You
bouncer?
can't negotiate with people like that. They only know one language. Fistic-cuffian.
to go.
How's it going,
Go.
my little snot faces? I bet you're hungry, right?
That depends. Has it got anything to do with not following you anymore?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, forget it then.
Really?
How's
Nobody
it
wants to
going,
know?
my little snot face? I bet you're hungry.
That depends. Has it got...
Yeah.
Oh, forget it.
Do we put the hormones in the
Better
milk?
not. I don't like thinking about that fiasco with my hormone takes. Bozo is just unbearable when he's got PMS.
Let's
Go
see.
on. You know the game. Shoo!
Do we give the milk to Goon and June?
Shit, that's not going to improve their sad lives as social outcasts.
Well, let's go back to middle Rufus and then give the gravy to left Rufus. And then take the gravy and try the hormones?
Better not. I don't like thinking about that fiasco with my hormone takes. Bozo is just unbearable when he's got PMS. Shit, that's not going to improve their sad lives as social outcasts. I wish I had some peanuts. You can't negotiate with people like that. They only know one language. Fisticuffian.
I have no idea what the deal is with that. Well, let's go back to middle Rufus. And let's see, do we have the fingers again? Let's try giving the flyer to the therapist.
Yes, that would be the perfect distance for a maiden flight. On the other hand, the information in there could make somebody's life a lot easier. And I doubt that he, of all people, is ready to be helped. It's true what they say. Doctors make the worst patients. I'll certainly keep that idea in the back of my mind.
Maybe the rope seller?
Does the Hangman Death Proof really come standard with the noose heater?
Only starting with a 400 series. But from the 260 model and up, you can add the noose heater for a low extra charge. That way, you have both the classic design and the comfort of a cozy warm sensation on your neck as the last thing you'll ever feel.
Ah, interesting.
Interesting, okay. Let's try this on Barry.
This is a letter from the three holy bears. Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and Ninja Outfit Bear.
What did they write?
They wrote, "Don't be so curious, dope." Good news, I have a subject.
Really? What is it?
Come on, I'll show you.
So we can go back up here.
That's terribly high.
Ah, stop whining and keep your camera ready, because what I'm about to do, I'm only gonna do once, unless the picture isn't any good. We'll do it again.
So now that I'm really high up, can I try to find the Ascension station? I don't think I'm facing the right direction.
I'm not really hooked on that idea. Yeah, you know, at home with the bozos, that would have been a real knee slap.
Let's go here and try this to this guy, and we'll try this to this guy. We'll even take this to this guy. That gives us some more items. Let's put the mother's milk on the hook.
I'm not really hooked on that idea. Yeah, you know, at home with the bozos, that would have been a real knee slap.
Let's just try it on Baby Bozo.
Ooh, looky, yummy num-nums. And now, come to Daddy. Hey!
Gravy on it. Maybe.
Ooh, looky, yummy num-nums. And now, come to Daddy.
Put the gravy on the
Since
spot.
I don't have a trap, I don't need bait.
Trap. Okay, deck chair.
Maybe I should build a trap, but I couldn't even capture coal with this.
Interesting. This and this.
That already has a place. A place in history. Because it was part of my plan to save the world.
What if we put the milk and the deck chair together?
Mama Bozo can really have labeled this.
So we gotta make a trap somehow. Doesn't look like I can still solve this, which I didn't think we could.
Somehow that wasn't all that heroic.
That just goes to show how little you know about heroic deeds. You always have to wait for them. Otherwise it doesn't work.
There we go, we'll just walk up here to the therapist's office.
I need another therapy.
What?
Let's talk to him.
Fine. Let's get it over with.
This is just a waste of time. I'm out of here.
Well, I can't force you to stay. The restraints are at the cleaners. Come back when you're ready to take these sessions seriously.
So, flyer with the rope seller? No, that doesn't work.
Does the hangman
Only start from that way. You
Flyer with the editor-in-chief?
I better not bother him.
Nope, that doesn't work. Did we try the flyer with the bread wrap woman?
Can I trade you some interesting
Burrito, baran.
Nope, that doesn't work. So, did we try to give the flyer to the mailman?
Don't want to make him cranky.
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense. Does he have a crank somewhere?
He's stuck. He must be weighed down by all that junk mail in his bag. That must have been too intellectual. Hello?
Another pajama picture.
Precious.
The house is on fire!
His first training wheels. He was just 21.
Oh, he looks so proud.
So I thought this was going to
Cool hat.
open something up. That getting the mother's milk and the gravy would work with something, but between the two characters I can trade with, I'm just not seeing. We have hormones, we have mother's milk, we have gravy, and I'm just not seeing. So as I talk, now I'm bringing up the walkthrough again. Let's see if we can... that will do something. Okay, yeah, I've got that. And then let's see. Let's see. Okay, yes, I see. Not really playing right now, but let's just... Finally, alright, finally. I think I've got this. So back to the game. After having to read the walkthrough again. So the part I'm missing is again, every single freaking time. It's annoying. It's just something I missed. We need to look at the CB radio here, which I didn't even catch to get the frequency.
Where did they get all this stuff in such a short time? They even have the new model 67.5. No, wait, that isn't the model number. That's a label with the radio frequency they use.
Okay. Let's see. Use this baby thing on what? Let's give it back to him. And then use this with the CB radio. They didn't mention in the conversation the CB radio. They mentioned new equipment, but all of this is new equipment.
Of all the thousands, that's the one.
So use this with the CB
Good
radio.
idea. If I set the frequency of Tony's radio on the baby phone, I can reach Tony anytime. Easy. Now all that's left is the question of why I should radio her at all. She stopped fetching me from random bars with a wheelbarrow a long time ago.
Random bars with a wheelbarrow. Fetching him from bars. So now I talk to Tony.
Tony!
And it kind of makes
Rufus,
sense, the solution
won't
here.
you sit down?
I still believe that the old Tony is
try to
somewhere
drive
in
her
there.
crazy.
I think I know how I can get her to come out.
Spare yourself the effort.
Oh, it's not gonna work this way.
It's
I
not
have to
over
go to
yet.
the other
What
Rufus.
isn't over yet?
No, well, it's over. But I'll be back.
No rush.
So I have to go over to left Rufus and use this baby phone on, let's try the organ grinder.
I may not have 5 zlotys, but I've got this instead.
Save your breath. The show costs 5 zlotys.
Well, I probably just have to look at it.
Yoo-hoo!
Oh, Rufus, why don't you just admit that... Wait a minute. 1 Rufus? 2 Rufuses?
Exactly. There's 2 of me now. 3, actually. 3 times the action! Rufus! Rufus! Rufus!
Ah! All right, Tony, just stay calm. You have a good therapist, and you're gonna see him right now.
That was fun.
Ding. So, yeah, pretty obscure. And I would have figured it out if there wasn't so many other items. Though, I would have totally figured this out anyways, but just look at the other items. There's 1 here, 1 here, that's 2. That should have been in their own little separate areas. And then 5 here, that's 7. was just too many. There could have been 8 because we could have had the yurt weight that's in the flyer. We could have not done that yet. I'm really getting punished here for picking up too much stuff too early, but it doesn't not punish you if you don't pick up anything. I think one way point-click adventures can solve this.
And now suddenly, I see him twice. What does it mean? Is my subconscious trying to give me a heart attack? I have a feeling this is going to add months to my therapy. We must extend it.
What? Make it even longer? I mean, what kind of schedule were you thinking of?
Well, at least until the world ends. And after that, let's see.
So, ding. For that, we've got another hint. Each one of these could have been their own chapters. And what it could have been is you pick up a bunch of items at the end and hand it to them, but that wouldn't work either. I'm glad we didn't do like this system. We didn't do a system like this throughout the whole game where we are handing items to 3 different people. So here's the new part that all just showed up. Tony ? Break Tony's cool reserve. Get Tony out of therapy. Convince Tony to vouch for Rufus. Since neither Lottie nor Bambi seem like they're gonna do it. So we want to try and convince her to kill herself instead of that, so we'll throw the weighted paper airplane at Tony. Not really, we really don't want to have her kill herself, so this is kind of a ridiculous solution, even in Rufus's mind, because he doesn't hate Tony.
Yes, that would be the perfect distance for a maiden flight. And the target is also well chosen. By now, he must have realized that he needs help. Well then, let's relieve the poor devil. Whoopsie! There must be some strange updrafts here.
All of that just to get the flyer up here. We could have gotten the flyer up here if he just if the game had allowed us to just throw it from the specific point where we could see the ascension station.
Uh-huh. What? There's a flyer stuck in the outside wall. God, what pathetic construction. Whoever made this obviously had no idea how to fold a proper paper airplane. Unlike me, of course. Therapeutic ropes, the cheaper alternative. Okay, what's that supposed to mean? Is somebody trying to yank my chain? And wait a minute, what's this? There's something stuck to the tip. A capital yerk. Huh. Now I'm going to show that unknown, nameless amateur how you do this right. Whoopsie-wee! Boy, they must have some funny downdrafts around here.
And then it turned out he'd come up with the idea to store his fish hooks in my jewelry box. He'd already stuck the bait on them. It was so horrible. It made me wish my ears would fall off.
I can relate to that right now. Ow! What is this? A flyer? Sure, why not? Miss Tony, I have good news for you. I finally found the appropriate therapy for your problem. Wait a moment, I'll just write you a prescription.
Oh, wow. So beautiful.
So that feels like they didn't even plan to solve both of those puzzles by that one action. That feels like they wanted to either bottleneck it so you had to do that to go any further in both stories, or they just needed to get the yurt up there for and couldn't figure out a different way. Let's see. So we have the yurt. We can put the yurt in the terminal.
It fits.
Is yurt an actual German symbol? Let me know in the comments down below. I could Google
So
it.
good.
I
Now,
won't bother.
what am I going to apply for?
So we want a replacement yurt.
What for? The yurt works just fine.
So we can't get the replacement yurt, which means we can only get
So
the
good. Now, what am I going to apply for?
sanitary service for
Yurt
the.
75. There.
So we put that application in there, and then we put this in the pneumatic mail chute.
Oh, so exciting! Whoa! That went fast. We hereby inform you that your application for medical help has been approved. Hey, cool! I bet they'll be sending me to sickbay now. Says here, for this category of injury, it will not be necessary for you to report to sickbay. Oh, a medic is already on his way to your location. Uh-oh. Run, Rufus!
Hey, you! Stop!
So what am I doing? Am I running? Or am I hiding?
Let's see how our oh-so-heroic cowboy Dodo gets along with the Orgonon.
I guess that was supposed to happen. I didn't expect that to happen at all. To the crawl space.
And then I knocked him out with a well-aimed karate chop.
Wow.
Ah, Rufus! We've got a new problem. Unfortunately, I had to use our rope to tie up the Orgonon. He popped up all of a sudden and I was forced to subdue him.
Anyone could have done that.
So now we don't have a rope. We could give the screwdriver back to Janice.
You're welcome to keep it for now. The crank for the winch has already been calibrated. It's the rope we are missing.
So now we're missing a rope. Let's talk to the captured Orgonon medic. Maybe
Tell
use
me,
the screwdriver
are
to
you part of
pull
the
out
medical
his
staff?
eyeball.
I think I feel an idea coming on. Hold still. It worked. Usually I drop all the glasses. I'm not changing clothes when someone's looking. I'm not that sort of girl.
I was gonna talk to him though.
So, are you cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
Well, that's a strange turn of events. Technically there are people everywhere, but I guess nobody's looking here. We'll go back this way, and we'll go back this way. We never did convince him to clean. Open the door.
Cool, it worked.
To the med bay.
Ah, Doctor, there you are at last. You're just in time. I was about to give up on this patient.
Give up? Why? What's wrong with him?
Well, first I thought it was a simple case of food poisoning, but then I did a safety scan just to be sure. There is no doubt about it. The patient has a tapeworm. But, Doctor, a tapeworm is no laughing matter. This is serious. You must operate at once.
What? Me?
Of course you. You're the doctor, aren't you?
Yeah, sure. I'm the doctor, and removing a tapeworm is child's play for me. I mean, just how hard can it be?
Whatever you say. Your coat is hanging over there as usual. I'll go and get the dissecting kit and the bone saw.
Yeah, Now, what was I about to do?
Surgically remove the tapeworm?
Ah, yes. Piece of cake. I am a sturgeon, after all.
A surgeon, you mean?
Yeah, that too.
Okay, so we've gotten to a puzzle again. It has been an incredibly long amount of time in this chapter in which we have not run into any like mini game or puzzle. There definitely should have been one way before this point to break up the monotony of walking around and talking to people. Let's see what the instructions say. The tapeworm is hungry for mini games. What a lucky coincidence that Rufus is also a gifted surgeon. Trivial surgery is like removing a tapeworm from his clone is something he could do blindfolded. The tricky part is dragging and dropping all those organs back in there. Knowing all organs can be flipped and rotated by clicking the right mouse button sure comes in handy. So, seems like we're gonna take everything out. This looks like his heart is in the wrong place. Right click to do this. So there's his heart, unless that's supposed to be, I don't know, a liver or something? What's funny is that this is mostly just animation going on here. And you're removing all his organs? Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Can't do that.
Got it. Well, that's it.
Weren't you going to put him back together?
Well, what do you mean? Do I have to?
I think it would be beneficial to the patient.
Oh, well, alright, fine.
So we have the thorax here. Really? So the lungs to the thorax. And then some random organ. Let's see. He doesn't seem like he's connected correctly anyways. That didn't quite connect. Right? Intestines.
Ow!
His body seems to be a huge mess. Stomach. Like, I know how a stomach works. Generally speaking, at least.
No.
But that's not what this is. This isn't a puzzle of putting back the way he's supposed to be put. This is a puzzle of... That's not right. Some random organ. Heart. Some random organ. That's not gonna work. Let's move the intestine up. Let's try this. No, that's not right. I want this, let's see. Take this out. We've gotta make a system here. We gotta double things up. Seems like some of this is going in the right place. No. What if it's some random organ here is supposed to connect to some other random organ? Doesn't feel like the connections are doing anything though. Like stomach. I'm confused here as to what we're even doing. None of these things feel like they're connecting. Not one bit. Do I just have the lungs in the wrong place? Am I just... What are we even trying to do? Like... Let's start over. Take out every bit. Thorax. The thorax doesn't seem like it can be done. So we have the lungs. Properly would be here. Improperly would be here. This doesn't make any sense. This kind of makes no sense. This here. This here.
Ow!
This here. So maybe they're just different systems here that have to be connected. Still am very confused as to just what is going on. What are we doing? I'm trying like every combination. Can we get a hint? The tricky part is knowing all organs can be flipped or rotated by clicking the right mouse button. Sure comes in handy. Doesn't really come in handy.
Oh.
There's gotta be something to this. Right? It's gotta be something along the lines of that. Or...
Oh.
So, maybe there's a height that's happening here. There is like some kind of height thing that's going on here. So the two top parts of the lung can't be stacked.
Ow!
And then this. Come on. So one of these, I guess, has some height issues. Let's just start back on this. I think what that does is if we take the high part here, it won't fit. But if we take this part here, it again won't fit. Nope, that won't fit. That won't fit. And if we take this like this, connect a couple things here. So the problem is the stacking, it seems like. And there's no way they go back. There's nothing to click here. There's nothing to look at. I just don't get it. I just don't get this puzzle. It is not being explained very well at all. And I've figured out, I think, the general thing here. I go right back to the stupid walkthrough. Let's see. Well, it seems maybe I just screwed this up. This, it's showing me pictures at least here of what I mean, that doesn't make any sense, but it kind of makes sense. It's not in the right place. And then... let's say take this, put it here. It says... this should work.
Ah!
Okay. So this thing is backwards. And this here.
Where does the last part go? Ah, well, who cares? It can't have been that important. Okay, all done. Close him up. That went really well. Don't you think so?
I'm about to be sick.
Oh, stop fetching. After all, I saved your life. And I even got myself a keepsake. Here.
Oh, yuck. What's that supposed to be?
Your tapeworm. What else? You know, you should pay a little more attention to what you stuff your face with. But never mind. We've got more important things to do. I found the rebels, and I need your help. Come on.
So you know the reason he has the tapeworm is because we tricked him into eating food in a previous chapter. It's all falling directly onto Rufus. So now we can outvote Dodo? Yep, maybe. Let's try this. Do we have? That was an annoying, definitely an annoying puzzle. After I was praising it and willing to praise it for just saying, finally they put a puzzle in here, the puzzle was just annoying. No fun. No fun at all. Too confusing. Not enough instructions.
Rufus? I think I see double.
What the? I don't believe it.
Didn't expect that, huh? The tide has turned. Now we can take another vote about who's gonna get the codes. I vote for me.
And I for me.
What? No, hey!
Well, in that case, it looks like I won the vote. You see, I'm gonna vote for your doppelganger, too. So it's 3-2 to 2.
No. I need to do this.
You wanted another vote, so we took one. Now all we need is rope, and then we can start.
Darn it.
What are you doing? You were supposed to vote for me.
And why aren't you voting for me? After all, we're identical, right?
So it totally doesn't matter which one of us gets the codes, just as long as it isn't that pompous doofus.
I agree. We must get rid of him somehow.
I'll think of something.
How can we get rid of him? Let's give him a tapeworm.
With a little imagination and a lot of goodwill, the tapeworm could pass as a makeshift rope. But I won't suggest that until we've taken a fair vote. One where I win, of course.
Let's see. Oregonian outfit. Let's go back here. Try this on. And then go back all the way. Let's talk to the sleeping Oregonian. Maybe we can convince him to...
Boo! Yeah, sleeping like a baby, which is actually a good thing.
Okay, we can't wake him up. Doesn't seem like there's anything else I can do, so we'll go back to the cell block and let's talk to the cell
I have nothing more to tell him, just this. Farewell, you dunderhead.
So we can't get back in here, or we can get back in here, but it doesn't help anything. Unless we had a toothbrush that we were going to use or something.
I have nothing more to tell him, just this. Farewell, you dunderhead.
This is a strange pathway we have here. Can't talk to the officials. Try the toothbrush on the table.
They say you should brush your teeth after you eat, but they don't say how long after. So here's my tip. The longer
How are we supposed to do this? Outvote. Subdue him.
I don't want them to open fire on sight. I better not go on them to open fire.
So I can't use my outfit in that area. So we go back here. Let's talk to Dodo.
Too bad I had to subdue this Organon. Where are we gonna get a new rope now?
Well, maybe one will fall into our laps if we just keep sitting here.
But Rufus, you're not trying to avoid work, are you? Or do you expect me to see about the rope as well?
Yeah.
Tapeworm on the captured medic. Can't talk to him. Can't talk to Cletus. Let's talk to Janosh.
Hey, Janosh.
Hello, Rufus.
See you later.
To say
Please
there.
be careful.
Let's talk to the girls.
You know, I've got a fan club too.
Really? So, what's your favorite Cowboy Dodo song?
No, you've got that wrong. I don't have a Cowboy Dodo fan club. I've got fans of my own. At least one.
Mine is Look Around. Really? Mine too.
Hey girls, wake up. I'm talking to you. Look at me.
That's right. Look at me is pretty cool too.
No.
Let's see, pneumatic mail tube. Maybe we give the toothbrush to Cletus?
I've got an idea. I'll hold him down, and you can scrub the hell out of him. With a toothbrush. Sure. You have no idea how to use a toothbrush, do you?
Well, let's give him the screwdriver then.
I've got an idea.
Are you about to infect me with another tapeworm?
Much better. All you need to do is hold open the pneumatic tube over there with his screwdriver.
And what good will that do?
Take a good look. He's sitting right in the line of fire. As soon as the next capsule comes down the tube, then blammo!
Oh.
That might even work. But only if the capsule comes before my arms fall off.
I'll see to that. I'll be
Wow.
right back.
So I didn't even think of that as the solution. I was just... My solution was give the screwdriver to Cletus. He'll stab him. Thought it was going to be a much more direct thing. Oh well, we'll do it this way then. And we'll see what happened. Imagine Cletus is now knocked out and can't be voted for.
Hey, stop! I wanted to get the Ascension codes.
And so you will. I mean, the other you. The vote was unanimous. Congratulations.
But how could that happen?
Your doppelganger saved Cowboy Dodo's life! Like, for real!
He did what?
A pneumatic tube capsule hit me in the head and I almost fell off the tower.
Your doppelganger didn't hesitate to catch him.
He's a true hero.
You were completely right, Rufus. I need to apologize. To think that I was about to cause you bodily harm just so I could be the one who saves the world, please forgive me.
No hard feelings.
Fine. This is all sorted out, Jane. All we are still missing now is a robe.
Ding, we still don't get the Ascension codes. Why in the world would we trust Cletus with the Ascension codes? Oh well, we'll give him the tape for him, might as well.
Alright, I think I found some kind of rope.
The tapeworm? Forget it. Perhaps this clown would actually abseil down a tapeworm, but I must have a real rope.
Wouldn't you consider making an exception? So our home planet will not be blown to smithereens and so forth.
No. I am the one who has to go down there. So the least he can do is get me a decent rope. Don't you agree?
Friends. Do we really have to keep fighting about these ego issues? If there's one thing I've learned today...
Oh, please. Not another motivational speech. I'll do it.
Let me see. I think I need to get it down from there somehow. Too bad these corner pieces can't be freely moved. They rotate like the others, but only as long as they're not blocked. Ah, never mind. It'll work somehow.
So can I get out to the menu? No. So I'm stuck in this puzzle, and I have no real interest in doing this puzzle in this episode. I said like 2 or 3 episodes ago, I think, that maybe we'd get to the ending. Maybe we'll get to the ending next episode? I don't know. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.